Right there.
It's on! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the April 25th edition of Disney Parks Talk Live, the show in which we talk about the week in Disney theme park news. My name is Judy Mosley. So pleased to be your host today, co-founder of Laughing Place. Joining me today, of course, are my co-host way over there, would be my wife and the other co-founder of Laughing Place, Rebecca.
Hey, everybody.
Down right below me would be the vice president, director, executive in charge of stuff like Star Wars, Muppet, Simpsons, and Southern California theme parks, Mike Celestino.
Hello.
Our normal contributor over next to him would be vice president in charge of being on the wrong coast for a change, Jeremiah Jerk Good.
Hi, Doughboy.
And right there, sitting in today and today only because our stream bandwidth is not big enough to handle his head on a regular basis, is the one and only Tony Betty.
Hello.
Hey, Tony, how you doing? Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, good to be here, I guess.
I
Show up. Oh, he's got a big head.
Did you see Mike's button? I hadn't seen that button yet.
I'm glad you said the ton. No, what do you have?
It says everyone loves a parade. Is that a purchasable button?
I don't know. It was given to me. That's kind of why I didn't
Is it
tweet a
purchasable
picture
for Mike?
of it.
I want that button.
You
So
can
we're
find
going
it
to
on
talk.
Mike's eBay account.
We're going to talk about the week in theme park news, which focus heavily on the left coast today. But before we get started, just a reminder, we're live. That means that we have a chat. And if you would like to participate in said chat, maybe ask us some questions or opinions on things, give your opinions, or in any way be a part of the fun here, simply use the chat. We always try to accommodate. So we are starting with the biggest news in 50 years of theme parks, and that is the 50th anniversary of the Main Street Electrical Parade and a celebration by returning to where it all began, Main Street, USA at Disneyland. Mike was lucky enough to be there. Mike, tell us about this amazing experience.
I have seen the Main Street Electrical Parade twice since it came back. I was there on Wednesday last week for a secret media event that we weren't allowed to tell anybody about until probably, I think it was like 45 minutes before the parade started. Then they started making announcements in the park that the Main Street Electrical Parade was actually coming back for a surprise advance preview performance that night.
Cast members to a week before.
Well, the cast member one was after the park
Yeah.
closed, but then there was one for guests and media at 7:30 p.m. that evening. So that was a fun one. It got live streamed on the Disney Parks blog, but I was there in person, and we have video of that full parade on our YouTube channel. Then Friday night was the big actual official return of the parade. Here you see photos from that media event where they showed us all the food and the merchandise tied in with the return of the 50th, the return of the Main Street Electrical Parade for its 50th anniversary. Lots of fun looking. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. That minecart brownie. Lots of fun looking stuff.
One of my favorite moments of your video, Mike, is when you walked up towards this item and you commented on how you could smell it, and you wish that everybody watching could also smell the treat.
Yeah, I got a little tour of this from one of the chefs, and when we walked up to the display, the smell of sugar just kind of overwhelmed me there, but it did smell very, very delicious. And there's some fun popcorn bucket and a sipper that I happen to have in my possession. Do we want to see those now?
Yeah, can you go back to that bucket, hon? Why does Elliot only have one eye?
No. They're both eyes are in the front.
It's just a weird angle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There, see, you can
It
see
looked
the
like
second
one-eyed
one.
Elliot.
You can see him off to the side there. Like there you go. See.
All right.
Yeah.
And Mike is showing here.
Wow.
Let me. Yeah, bring Mike up. We can see it. all kinds of angles. Oh, I like the way the tail lantern actually waggles there.
Turn off your lights.
Popcorn.
Mike, and turn on the light. Turn on the popcorn bucket.
Ew, did you just eat popcorn out of there?
Yeah, why not?
It's only been since Friday.
Oh,
It's only
gross.
5. No, it's like 5 days old.
That's disgusting.
It is a little stale.
Okay, I haven't tested out this. I don't know what this is gonna do. Whoa, we're all weird.
let's not do that
doesn't
one.
I like that. Just move your head over a bit. That was good.
There you
So
go.
the thing about the lights is that if you have popcorn in here, a lot of the lights don't light up because it's actually being blocked by the popcorn inside. So if you really want the display to be as well lit as possible, you gotta dump all the popcorn out. But most people don't want popcorn in there anyway, right? But yeah, here's people holding up their Elliot popcorn buckets as Elliot is about to come.
I love
And I
that.
had some weird timing here when I pan over to reveal Elliot. It was right when he did his razzle dazzle and disappeared.
I just want to point out that song was stuck in my head for about 4 days.
That is an amazing song.
It's a razzle dazzle.
The popcorn
day.
bucket obviously was a huge item. The lines were very long on Friday when it debuted. I'm looking at Twitter now, and it looks like maybe it didn't sell out until yesterday, actually. I see someone got a push alert saying the popcorn bucket is sold out. But I think Disney has indicated that it should be returning. This isn't it's gone and it's gone.
Yeah, it's not the Figment buckets.
So, yeah, sorry. I was just looking at Doobie was disappointed as long as this is not an Ezekiel Elliott popcorn. But Max, aren't you working or in the penalty box or something? So what about
No,
some of the
that's me.
merchandise?
Wait, we got one more thing. The
Oh.
turtle. The nerdy turtle. Sipper. So he opens up on his shell there like this. Got a sip, straw. And then I don't even know how to open it to put liquid inside of it. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it.
Mike, can I see that? Can you just put it above your head for me?
Put it above my head.
Yeah, just raise it up over your head.
No, don't do it, Mike. Don't do it.
Please do
Just
it.
do it.
All the way off
Just
screen. Raise it
all the way
way
off screen. Oh, quick! No, not you.
Oh, I'm not
Oh,
supposed to be
hey,
off screen.
hey! Thank you. That's so
Oh.
neat. It lights up.
Wow, high class stuff on this show.
Yep.
You got 2.5 minutes.
I've never been so ashamed to have founded a website.
I cloned it like Hugh Jackman at the end of Christopher Nolan's The Prestige.
Sorry.
Wait.
He didn't clone it. That was,
So there was a lot of other merchandise released.
Oh
You've
my
got
God.
some, as well as the balloons, which I was delighted to find out actually twinkle. So thanks to our team for getting this twinkling balloons, because I love light up balloons.
The balloons are awesome. I really love those balloons. And the fact that they created specialty balloons for this occasion. And they better light up because it's the Main Street Electrical Parade. Here, hold the balloon up over your head, just off screen, Rebecca.
And Mike was there all day. He did a little AMA while he was waiting for the parade that delighted Juby and I to no end. So thank you, Mike, for bringing us
Welcome.
along on your adventure. And in case you're wondering what the crowds look
did you
like,
just flush a toilet?
no, it's the crowds. It's the crowd noise. I didn't hit mute soon enough.
Oh
So
man.
this is what the scene looked like just shortly before the parade stepped off. It's a small world, and like I say, Mike was there to bring it all to you. And now let's talk about the parade itself. Beginning, should we play the intro, Doobie?
Go for it, yeah.
Years ago, a magical parade sparkled the light, bringing wonder and joy to the young and the young at heart. Alive with imagination, it continues to grow, welcoming new friends and stories, inspiring new generations, and shining into our hearts with its heritage of hope. For its magic celebrates togetherness and the spirit of Walt Disney's words that welcome the world. To all who come to this happy place, Disneyland proudly presents our spectacular festival of nighttime magic and imagination. In thousands of sparkling lights, electric and musical sounds, the main stage is electrical.
Sorry, that's
Electrical what? Electrical what?
We'll never know.
my never know.
Did when you got a chance to talk to them, did they say who, if they re-recorded the entire intro, or if it's just Bill Rogers and then that start and then they go into the original?
I did conduct an interview, but like many of these interviews that we do at Disney parks, it was just with a spokesperson who had probably a list of, lines that they were allowed to say, and it wasn't terribly insightful, but it was nice to get some, I don't know, would you call it we actually, so the funny thing is I did that interview like a couple hours before the parade actually started, and I asked about the new, doing away with the old intro and what the new intro might entail, and she actually told me that it was going to quote Walt from the she didn't, not in so many words, but she did reference that speech from the opening day of Disneyland, and I didn't put two and two together, but we kind of had a scoop there.
You could have.
Yeah, we did. Sorry.
No worries. But I mean,
Keep eating that
Stop eating
popcorn,
that
right?
popcorn. Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna lie.
so much.
That intro gave me chills. I totally got
I did
all
also.
mushy and I had goosebumps. What about you, Jeremiah? Did it hit you that way?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I didn't watch it until the next morning, and that part was great. When I put it together on our TikTok, yes, we have a TikTok. I lifted just that audio and put it over the finale float, so it works out great. So you see everything at once, and then I even add the outro.
Now, Tony, I know you were at Disneyland, but did you stick around for the parade? Did you see the parade? How did it grab you?
I was there Wednesday also, and I noticed people sitting on Main Street around 3:00. So to say it was a secret is kind of one of the worst kept secrets, because there was media cranes and everything in place. There's Mike eating somewhere.
Well, they had announced the live stream the day before. They were like, "We're going to do a big live stream on the Disney park."
but they didn't say
They didn't
what.
say what though.
No, I know.
Okay.
But come on, put the pieces together. You're like, okay, well, what's starting this week?
And aside from Doobie and our CEO messaging me, "Hey, film the opening of the parade," you kind of knew what was going to happen.
But you did a good
It's
job
not
filming the
toilet
opening of
flush
the parade.
again. That is a toilet flush. It is not
No,
the
it
crowd
isn't.
sound.
No, it isn't. It is the parade. See, I was getting a clip ready.
Don't you know that turtle makes a toilet flushing noise?
That's why his name's Flush the Turtle. He's the
Oh, yeah, there
ancestor
you
of Crush from Finding Nemo.
Crush and flush.
Crush and Flush.
May we continue on with our show?
Yes, the energy for this parade, as much as I want to see it rot in a landfill, I was actually really excited. The crowd got me so pumped to see it come down Main Street proper. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed it.
Well, good, because coming from you, that means something. Go ahead, Rebecca.
No, I agree. I tweeted the other day, this parade will never cease to amaze me with its longevity. I both think it is well past its prime, and yet I get super excited as soon as it's back. I mean, it's like all the time leading up to it being back, I'm like, no, it's done. And then the moment it's on Main Street again, I find myself getting all emotional and totally wrapped up in it. And I was like I say, I was super, super excited I want to make a trip now down to Disneyland to see this parade. And I didn't feel that way when they first announced it. Yes, Mr. Jeremiah.
Did either of you try the non-Fantasia ice cream?
No.
Okay.
So they brought back the parade, but they did make some changes. In addition to the intro we just talked about, they have a new finale float. Gone is the Salute to America, and instead we have a Salute to Small World, which is actually quite beautiful with tons of Disney characters and a Small World clock, and you can see it here. We've got a couple of great videos from each side on our YouTube channel. And, I was hesitant to this. I love the Salute to America float, but this is actually really, really well done. I like this a lot. What do you guys think? Jeremiah?
I love it. I had one person arguing. It's like it's just the same float with bad. And it's like no, they went through. They definitely redid it. Those are not the Christmas lights, and the music is amazing. That was something I rewound Mike's video over and over again just to hear the bits of the orchestrated music, and it's just sounds great.
Go the Distance being the best one in my opinion.
And they added some projections on on Main Street and It's a Small World while the parade passes by as well. So some nice upgrades for the parade while still keeping it the 50-year-old classic we've all come to know and love. How long will it be here? Who knows? But you can catch it now nightly at the Disneyland.
A limited time.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
The funny thing about that the button makes it seem like 2022 is the end, but we all know that's probably not true, right?
For now, the end. For
You mean
now.
when it comes
Until
to
they go
Florida
18
next
years
year?
without more, and then they get a brand new thing, and they say, you know what? Let's bring it back.
I have some other button that has 1996 at the end. So, all right. So also, oh man, that is a huge button. Where's my wife? There she is.
Good thing you added the button.
Wow, I remember that logo, so I like that logo.
Oh, can I show a picture just to give you some idea of LP's history with the electrical parade? Check this out. This is from way back when the parade kind of returned because it was Disney's electrical parade. It came over to help that poor fledgling sister park across the way, California Adventure. And here's me back then. Look, I was so young. Look at me, long time ago. So there you go. See, I'm wearing the sticker for the
You
media.
don't look that different. You really don't look very different.
So just had to share a little bit of our own little personal history LP there. So
2001. Our site was like 2 years old. Our marriage was 4 years old.
Yep.
Our son was like negative 11, 9 years old. Amazing.
Yep.
Mike's going to make sure he gets that popcorn down before he goes completely stale. That's the key here. No, keep at it. Don't hesitate, Mike.
I want me eating popcorn to replace what's the popular one? The Jon Stewart eating popcorn.
No.
You know,
We need to isolate Mike's screen for a minute. Go ahead.
Eat away, Mike.
I gotta look like really intense.
Right, we will use that GIF if nothing else on Disney Trivia Live.
I am so gonna leave. So.
Meanwhile, across the way, there was very important breaking news, and that was the return. Oh wait, no, our Tony, got engaged. We're all very excited and very happy for Tony and Morgan. Congratulations!
Thank you.
How come it's not our Morgan?
So there you go.
She's comfortable on the couch. I don't think she'll get up.
We don't need her.
Are you
Congratulations,
sure
Tony. Tony got engaged. Where, Tony? Tell us.
We were at the animation building at DCA, opening day attraction. I think the last remaining opening day attraction intact.
Jumpin' Jellyfish.
Oh, Jumpin' Jellyfish. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Golden Zephyr.
Golden Zephyr was closed the entire time we were there.
So Tony, I'm going to
breezy.
stop you 1 second. I'm going to invent a DeLorean time machine and go back just before you do this and to tell you to take the damn backpack off.
Oh, it drove me nuts. I know. I hated it too.
I got to agree with Jeremiah on that one.
But in order to get everything done the way I wanted it to, it had to be based like real quick, and I should have, but I know I hate it. It's okay.
I noticed Morgan said thank you. I just want to make sure Morgan knows that is in the glow of the moment she is right now. This is her future. The guy.
Morgan's a big fan of Mike C, so I don't think that's a bad thing.
So Tony and Morgan got engaged, but while that was the biggest news for LP, I think within the world of Disney, it was the return of World of Color, which I know means a lot to Tony. So Tony, tell us a little bit about that experience, beginning with the joys of virtual queue.
So I will say there were 2 showings that first night back, and we did the dessert party for the second one as a backup because I don't like virtual queue, and we didn't know how well virtual queue would work in our favor. But fortunately, it worked well in our favor, and we were able to see both performances. Virtual queue on World of Color really is no different than the former single lone fast pass machine in the San Francisco area, except instead of a mob trying to attack that one machine, they're all going for their phone. I was nervous because you can get one from either Disneyland or California Adventure via the app as long as you had gained admission that day. So as long as you've entered the park, you can do it pretty much from anywhere. Which again now doubles the capacity because everybody could theoretically come over there, but I think everybody was there for the parade, so we were fine getting the virtual queue that day. My issue with it was not the process. When you get there and you redeem it, you get put into a holding pen, and that pen is essentially unmanned, so everybody's just funneling under the ropes. So even if you didn't have a virtual queue, you can get in.
Really? That's disappointing.
Yes. So until they figure that one out.
Right.
Okay, so eventually, I presume the show did start. How was it?
Fantastic. It was missing a few things. I think only the well-versed in that show would catch, but the fun wheel had no projections, and the center circle of the Incredicoaster where it says Pixar Pier had no projections on it, as was the case formerly. But other than that, it's still beautiful. It's still amazing. It still blesses you with its waters if you're in those first row. Yeah.
Which show is this? This looks really cool.
Yeah, that's called World of Color at Disney California Adventure.
This ain't the show I saw. I like this.
This is we were fortunate enough to get right up front, dead center, and I love that show. I plan on the video will be up tomorrow. I have both angles I'm editing because we did film it during dessert party and the other one as well.
Dear God.
Hence our editor asks, "Whoa, where'd you get video?" Well,
I know it's weird that they gave me vacation time right after this. So.
Did you get wet, Tony?
Oh yes.
So Tony, I don't care enough to watch our videos or read about this show, but is it the original, like full original return, or is it one of the edited versions?
It's still the Pirates one. It's the original, like up until when they added more pirates in lieu of villain. So it still goes Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow, which still had a huge crowd reaction. My roommate thinks it's because of the situation going on with him right now. Everybody supporting him.
I imagine he's quite popular right now.
But
he's also our top scorer right now.
Cheering.
Thank you, Rebecca.
But everybody started cheering as soon as he hit that water screen.
That video that we have on Twitter from Tony, and I'm looking forward to your full video coming once you're off vacation.
It'll be tomorrow, but yes.
Made me like, I was like, what show did I see? Because what I saw was not that attractive. So I'm eager to give this World of Color a try again.
Or maybe I put my eyes in the camera lens so you all could see it how I see it.
Thank you for joining us, Tony. Thank you.
As an aside, is Tori home? Because I missed the sight of Mike eating something. If she could refill him, I'd enjoy that. I've grown used to that already.
She might be watching.
Can I say my biggest disappointment?
Yes, please.
This lone cup that says World of Color is the only piece of merchandise for the show right now. And you have to be a kid during the dessert party to get it.
How did you get it?
Because I am a man-child with a new fiance who went up to the bar and said, I just got engaged to a man-child who really wants this glowing cup. And she flashed her sparkly, and I got sparkly. She did.
Tony, I was there for the grand opening of World of Color. And that's more merchandise than they had then. So
then explain this. Oh, you zoomed out.
No,
I
sorry.
have a shirt. I have blankets. Other stuff existed, but everybody wanted their Elliott bucket.
I'm sure it's coming, Tony. Thanks for reporting on it. Real quick before we move on, just I know how much you love World of Color, how emotional an event it is for you, as always. That's a given, Mac. Was it emotional for you?
Oh yeah, there was some ugly crying during the Wally scene. Considering I was with my now fiance, and that's our favorite movie, and it's romantic, and yeah, there was some ugly crying.
So you cried at water, but not at proposing to the woman you love and want to spend.
Oh,
the rest
I
of your
cried
life
in that
with.
too.
Okay.
That video will be seen privately, not on a live stream for Laughing Place.
Morgan,
Thanks, Mike C.
is that a fact?
And Mike, let me give you some advice, Tony.
Mike was there to help us. He can confirm there was ugly crying going on.
When it comes to remembering the most important days of your life, by the way, don't take your advice from Mike. That's my advice for you.
I didn't say it was advice from Mike. I'm just saying he was one of a few witnesses to all of that. So
We want that ugly crying footage, Mike. We want it.
It's all in Tony's hands now.
Shall we move on to Avengers Campus and the true top story of the week? We'll leave this one to Mike Celestino.
So I was there last Monday, which was the return of up close character interactions. You could shake their hand, you can hug them, touch them in appropriate ways. And I was at Avengers Campus to see what it was like, and they had the characters were out interacting with people, wandering around Avengers Campus, but they did not have this. This was the following day. They premiered this shrunken version of A Bug's Land, or Flicks Fun Fair, whatever you want to call it, that Ant-Man and the Wasp both can carry around in Avengers Campus. So we missed that. Other people reported on it first, and then Wednesday I went back for that premiere of the Main Street Electrical Parade, and before that I went over back to Avengers Campus and got to see Ant-Man and talk to him about the Bugs Land miniaturized version. He told me the history of that, how Tony Stark wanted to preserve that app before he built Avengers Campus, and that's pretty much it. But it's pretty neat. It moves. This is a joke that I tweeted about how Ant-Man also shrunk the Main Street Electrical Parade because there's little mini floats there on the street.
I'm sorry, it just delighted me so much. I had to sneak that in during our Ant-Man discussion. So yeah, there we go. So let me see what I'm sorry, I gotta pull up my other tweet.
Well, Donna's right. They should be selling that miniaturized Ant-Man set. That'd be a cool thing to sell there, I think. And there's Ant-Woman. Sorry.
I haven't put it up on screen yet. There you go.
Somebody asked if somebody was wondering if that was something that was intended to be present in Avengers Campus from the beginning, and because of the distancing, they never brought it out until last week. I think that makes sense to me. Jeremiah's nodding his head.
Yes, that is something that's been on the shelf for a while.
That makes sense.
Well, Jeremiah knows everything. I love Jeremiah.
know.
Am I the only person who has listened to the 12 minutes of the Avengers Campus music?
Not I, said the pig.
The last thing I would think being in Avengers Campus is I want to listen to this music more. So.
It is. So I was excited because in our article, it talks about the different versions of everything and how it all incorporates. So I listened to it, and I swear to Walt, it is the exact same 3 minutes, just over and over and over again, just like it is in Avengers Campus. Like, I kept looking to see if my phone was on repeat, but it was going through the 12 minutes. It's great. If you've not been there, it's like, oh, this is very entertaining. If you've been there and walked just especially the entrance area, you hear the just like whoever was doing it was. It is the exact same thing. 12 minutes. Like,
Mike Mack says we're bad at music. He is. Yes, Tony.
Can I add something?
No.
Thursday was my first time to Marvel Toontown, as I've been calling it.
Okay, take him off right now.
I liked it so much. I bought this Avengers Campus hoodie, which, if anybody really knows me, is probably bigger news than me getting engaged.
That is amazing.
No, I can't believe it got you that good.
Entertainment meet and greet, all in the land. That's basically what it is, with the dark ride where passengers kind of control the action. And then there's scenic little walkthrough environments with characters like Doctor Strange and abandoned trolley tracks. Tell me it's not Marvel Toontown.
That last bit kind of puts it over the top.
Yeah.
Michael Mack is throwing around some condescending language regarding our musical knowledge. I know he's the VP of alcohol. He's pretty much an expert in food. He knows all things Marvel. His VPosity is beyond reproach. But are you saying you're the music man now too, Mac? Because you should not be allowed to be all of that and good looking. At some point, you have to be mortal. So I'm just throwing that
Hang
out
on,
there.
let me get. I'll just play enough so it doesn't shut us down.
Oh, here we go. Well, but we're talking about Avengers Campus soundtrack versus movie soundtrack.
No,
right?
no, the Avengers Campus soundtrack.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
he's saying that
But it's
Jeremiah
pulled
just
from
has
the
a 10
movies,
ear.
Isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is.
Perhaps if we
Mike,
had a
you
musical
spend-
expert who's also a Marvel expert to talk
You
about.
spent hours in the land, and it is just that is all that this is the exact same thing.
It's very repetitive.
I think Mike C had it worse on Friday
Yes.
Yeah.
in terms of
But
music.
And I'm not even someone who dislikes It's a Small World. I enjoy that attraction. I don't mind the music, but I was listening to that background music, sitting waiting for that parade for literally like 5.5 hours. And by the end, I was ready to throw myself off the Matterhorn.
I
Thank you for
came
that.
and gave Mike a break, and I could just tell he was like, "I gotta get out of here for just a minute, just a minute."
I was really enjoying like whenever the 15 minutes went by and they would have the little toys come out and do the dance. What is that called?
I don't know. Can you demonstrate again?
The cavalcade.
Oh, in front of on the clock on the facade.
Yes,
You know what I'm
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the quarter past.
Oh yeah.
Is this the?
Yeah, no, I need to go to Avengers Campus again because I went during the pandemic, and I thought this is really boring. I
What?
don't understand why people love this place so much. I'm very disappointed. I left it till like totally unimpressed, and I had just heard from all of you guys just how amazing it is and how immersive and how much, and I was just like, eh.
This is the Avengers theme, right?
Yes, this is the first 30 seconds. Here, let me move forward to like 3 minutes in.
That's the Mission Space Courtyard.
Hang on, let me move to 5 minutes in.
This is totally different. It is, Jeremiah. Your head has been.
Here's 7 minutes in.
Your hearing has been messed up by
And 9, then 11.
too much hanging out with Bull and the music over there.
No, there is different pieces of music, but it is the same orchestration. So it's the Marvel opening of each thing. So
Jeremiah, game misconduct. You could not be more wrong on this one.
Can I also add that seeing Spider-Man fly is best from the Magic Key Terrace?
That disappointed you, didn't it, Rebecca?
Very much so.
I'm so excited to see that.
Yeah, but I saw from the performance corridor, so almost where you were.
Okay.
Almost Magic Key. But
Because
yeah,
we were
no,
up there and I could
told
hear, oh,
Juby-
hold on, here we go. And I just see it fly. I'm like, whoa.
I told Juby, I said, wow, that looks so much better on camera. Mike and them make that look amazing.
you were in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
We saw it 3
apparently I
times and it was
so.
amazing each time, but the best was from Magic Key Terrace.
Because from where I was like, wow, that reminds me of when I used to throw my dolls in the backyard.
All right, Jeremiah is clearly bitter and unhappy. So let's make him smile. Let's go to the East Coast, talk about something he is knowledgeable about. We were at Epcot together today doing a walk and talk. We checked out the new Connections Cafe and Eatery. Jeremiah, talk about it.
It plays the exact same music for 12. No. The new Connections Cafe, which is the Starbucks side, and the Eatery, which is the eatery side, is really beautiful. I mean, I would suggest going and watching our walk and talk, especially like the last 20 minutes to see everything. I had a chance to visit the other day. It had opened right after I was there, of course. Just like Mike, we're always there early and it opens. That's the infamous Epcot map that Walt had on his big display in the presentations he did before his death. That
So
is the
that
floor
guy
of the,
there is 3 miles tall.
of the Starbucks, and then that's the actual Starbucks counter. It is. I mean, Doobie, you saw everything today. It is a beautiful space.
This space, look at this.
Yeah.
This is now my favorite quick service place in the entire world, not just Disney World, the entire world. And I haven't even been there yet, just because it's so open. It's so, the huge glass, it feels just so clean and pristine and airy, and the open kitchen. And it just gives me a nice sense of zen. If they put one of these on the Disney cruise ship, I might have a heart attack from happiness. It's just so perfect.
Yeah, it is amazing. I ate there the other day. I had the meatball pizza, which is right there. I had it again today. It's a small piece. That's
Where's
my
the rest
only
of it?
complaint about it. Yeah, but it is very good and filling.
Is that the same? Is that the same size as the one that you talked about on the stream today, or
Yes.
or this? So this is pretty much standard. What
Yeah.
size it is?
It's standard. It's a thicker pizza, so it does fill you up, even though it is a small piece. The meatball was very good. I hadn't tried any other things. The salad.
What's on top of that waffle?
On the waffle is strawberries, whipped cream, and chocolate. And my number one question when I asked, hopefully Zach Ridley at the media event for this is, did you decide to go with the big waffle because in the World's Fair, the Belgian waffle stands were the main snack, and it ties in with the World's Fair?
Okay.
That's my thought.
If that's not the answer, that will be the answer.
Yeah.
Those plates look very big considering the size of the food.
Yes, all the plates and bowls are very colorful. The salad, yeah, the salad not really that pretty to look at, but the food is very good. I went there with one of my friends, and they had the burger, which was.
Mac is killing us. I'm sorry, Jeremiah.
I keep looking up all the bistro burger, which he said was one of the best burgers he's had in any theme park ever. So the food is very good.
Earlier, when you talked about the price of the pizza, does that include the salad, or is each one of these an a la carte item?
No, it includes the salad. The total for the pizza, salad, waffle, and the drink, which the drink is refillable. It's not like Universal. There's no freestyle machine. You have to wait 3 minutes.
How much was it?
$21 for all of that. So
okay, that's reasonable. That's
yeah,
less than
you're
I paid
looking
for
at
my lunch.
a very normal theme park meal.
That's totally reasonable. It'd be even more reasonable if those portions were slightly bigger, but that's reasonable. This is the weirdest show we've ever had. What's next on our agenda? So, what's happening over at Guardians?
They are doing the cast previews right now. Yesterday, Zach Ridley showed us the lighting package, and then later on in the evening, he actually showed it lighting. Or no, he didn't. Another site was there to film it lighting up. So these lights are beautiful. Actually, seeing the full thing light up will be amazing.
And that what's the name of that ship again? The Zanzibar?
Yes, the Zanzibar from Morocco.
We
The
got some
Nova
Zanzibar.
Corps Star Blaster.
And over at Avengers Campus, we had Ant Woman. There we go.
That's okay. We
Right
got
on top of
Stitch
that
and
Avengers
female
nomenclature.
Stitch at places, and
Nomenclature is my middle name.
everything does open up on May
Doobie
27th.
nomenclature Mosley.
There are quite a few previews going on. The media preview is coming up next week, so there'll be a lot more photos. If you want to try to go into this as blind as possible, I would suggest after the 5th, on the 5th, not turning on any social medias for a month.
So the media preview. So the previews thus far have not included the pre-show, right, Jeremiah?
Correct. They are walking in through the back of the building, getting directly on the attraction and leaving. And as I've heard from many of my cast member friends, they have no clue what's going on, but the ride is amazing and it's worth it even without knowing the story.
I'm guessing the media previews probably will finally debut the pre-show. It'd be
think
kind of weird
so.
if they didn't, but Jeremiah will be there to find out. I think, right, Jeremiah?
I sure hope so. If not, somebody's going to have to steal my ID.
Before we move on to the construction update, can we get another update on what's going on with Mike Celestino?
What's going on?
Well, I'm just trying to see what you're playing with now. There you go.
I just have.
I mean, is there any kind of an adventure going on there? Are they having a
Oh no,
conversation?
they're just enraptured by this new attraction coming to Epcot.
Okay. Are they looking forward to it?
Yeah. They want to be
Last
brought
I
down
heard,
there.
Electrical Parade stuff doesn't like anything new following it.
That was good, Tony. Do you like playing with dogs, Mike?
Pogs?
Dogs.
Oh,
But no, that's a serious question. Does Mike like Pogs still?
I do have some Pogs somewhere,
You have
Yes.
a good slammer.
and I also like dogs.
But what do you
Right.
think of dogs with pogs?
Thumbs up.
Do you bring in
You just
hogs
named my
with
next
them
art piece,
also?
Jeremiah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Moving back to Epcot. I'm sorry I derailed. What's going on with
Speaking of derailed,
construction?
something happened at Epcot, right?
Do we have that footage?
We don't have that. We don't
no,
have that.
sadly we don't. But we do
Mike
have
has no clue what's going on either.
Ah,
Aw.
now
check
you've
it
revealed
out.
that I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing yesterday.
Sorry.
Mike just sleeps in his Star
Didn't mean
Wars
to out
shirt.
you.
Yesterday was laundry day. It's okay.
It's laundry day. It's the stop of a new cycle.
Mike, are those your dogs?
No, they are friends of friends dogs.
Why don't you just procuring anybody's dogs and playing with not even friends?
It's like me getting kids to, go on rides with me or hug characters, Doobie, right? See, you don't watch our walk and talks, you miss everything.
Speaking of walk and talk, can you talk about your last walk through Epcot and what's going on construction-wise?
Oh, that's more me on the monorail, not walking. But,
Okay, it's still kind of back on topic.
yes. Last week I was able to take the monorail through. It was the start of the cast previews, but sadly we did not know that casts were not going to be in the front of the building, so my morning riding the monorail 3 times was pretty pointless. But I did get some great photos and of the construction going on in the center of Epcot, including seeing more the layout of the Moana Magic of Water area and pathways. That's all that's coming to the center of Epcot, it seems like. They're without the large pavilion being built, it's just they're putting in pathways.
And last week you were at Magic Kingdom and got some really cool shots and video as well of the Tron coaster, right?
Yes. I happened to go into Magic Kingdom for something. I don't even remember. Oh, I think it was when I was hugging. And decided to wait the 45 minutes for the People Mover just to take photos of the Tron light cycle / run. And as I was on it, they were running one of the cycles. So I got a little excited, ran over to the Storybook Circus area to watch, just like in the old days at Disneyland, of standing there. Finally, after 45 minutes, another train ran, so I was able to get 2 runs of the light cycles through the building, or
Did
through
they have
the outside.
water dummies on them or anything?
I could not tell. People that did zoom in were saying that they looked like there were some of the sand dummies, but I was, I was tearing up like Tony in World of Color.
Mike
Oh, then you
Celestino.
must have had mascara running down your face and everything.
Mike Celestino, if you had the chance right now to go ride Tron Light Cycle / Run, given its current state of test and adjust, would you do it?
Like before they've confirmed it's safe for humans.
Yes, exactly.
No, I'll hang on until they've
But
finished.
they built one before, so you figure they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, but you'll wait. You'd wait. Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious. There is Tron Light Cycle / Run there in Tomorrowland, opening up next year sometime. Is that official?
Have not confirmed anything. People are actually speculating because they are running cycles that it could possibly be the end of this year.
It looks so not ready.
Well, so this is the pathway that leads up to the entrance. This will be, extended queue all the way back to Space Mountain. One of the next photos, you can actually see the train tunnel coming through. So they're working really quickly on the outside. It seems like it was stalled for the longest time, but they've gotten most of the inflatable dome together. So that looks great. I'm still waiting to see a lighting test for that, because
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest iconic photos from Shanghai Disneyland.
Wouldn't it be
Full
great
show.
if in that tunnel they show footage of people movers going by in a weird twist of irony?
That'd be cool.
No, they're going to show a video of dinosaurs and the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
I think Rebecca, we had some breaking news during our live walk and talk at Epcot. Yeah, there it is. There was a huge derailment over in the Germany pavilion. And Jeremiah, he had a closer look. What was your assertion of how people fared?
Things did not look good. Nobody was moving. I didn't want to declare time, but
Oh my goodness. I just loved how we're like in this lovely little walk and talk. We're over by Germany. There's this delightful we're talking about the history of the trains and how they were a flower and garden exhibit that just continued to stay. And then Jeremiah declares, oh no, there's been a derailment. I don't see any motion. I fear the worst. It's like, wow, it got dark all of a sudden.
Really fast.
Wow,
So,
Jeremiah.
it was hot.
Meanwhile, all I could do
Can
was
I
think
use that
about how
excuse?
much I
It was
wanted
hot.
to. What'd you say, Tony?
I said, can I use that excuse whenever I say stuff like that? It was hot.
no.
And as Mike Mack correctly states,
I feared worse.
pretty much. Yep, that's our live shows. But since we're in Walt Disney World, Jeremiah, you got a chance to try out this new Cinderella mural of memories experience that's available.
Yes, this had been on, I believe, the Parks blog. No, I think it was on the TikTok. And I'd only seen 2 seconds of it, so I didn't have a big idea of what was going on. So I just kind of walked in, turned on the app, and started playing with it. It's really fun. It's a way to keep your memory there for 3 years, as opposed to the Leave a Legacy or the walk around the world. This will last 3 years. Yes, exactly as Kyle said, $9.99 spent.
No, we don't reimburse anything here. I'm pretty sure.
Hang on, nope, not yet. You get to select a picture, and then I think really what it is, you select on the castle where you want it to be. So when you walk up, you can go, oh, look, there's where it is on the center turret, because everybody's choosing the center. But I'm sure that the next person that goes, they'd have to zoom in really close, because even for the first day, there were this is a good view of some of the other ones that were on there. And they had some of the little ones, like they had the different characters, photos that were just taking up spots, but everybody could start to fill in. Yes, sir.
Is there anything physically on the castle, or is this all augmented reality?
All augmented reality.
Why are they charging for it?
Good question.
Because it stays there.
Can other people see your photo?
Stays there.
Yes.
It's not real.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm similarly.
I mean, it's cool that other people can see the photo, so I understand.
But
There's a
it would be
limited
like,
amount of space.
if
But
you guys came, you'd sit there with your phone, you'd be like zooming in, going, that could be him.
does it seem as if there's a limit to how many that will sell?
No.
This is
virtual.
weird.
What happens if somebody picks the same spot you want to be in?
Again, if I
just get
select
overridden?
that spot, because I selected that spot and nobody else had selected the exact center of the castle by that time.
How do you know? Is there a golden spike there?
This is weird. But I mean,
Are you talking
it's
about
cool.
the show or the mural?
It's a cool concept. I like the concept in general. To me, it's weird that this is a charge, but
And it doesn't even conform to the castle. Like, see the lovely girl in the orange shirt with the mouse ears up there? It's like it stays in its rectangular shape. It isn't
Well,
like it conforms.
Can we
I thought
just
it
talk
was
about
gonna
my
look like
head
it
is missing
conforms
from
to
the
the
photo?
What?
My head is most missing from that photo.
Oh, that's Jeremiah.
Yeah, that's me in the center.
Oh,
That's
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
You have no head.
I put my mouse right here. See, there's Jeremiah.
Why don't you have a head, Jeremiah?
But see,
I-
like the pictures don't conform to the like. This was just
Right.
right. It's like somebody just put a billboard right here. It's not what. When I saw the headline, I envisioned it being like. Remember the finale of that first like Magic Memories and You, where it's like all these photographs of people all over the castle. I envisioned it being that, but you got to pick your photo to be on there, and so it's kind of like the find a mural, find your friends when you're
Yeah,
at
the 50th.
Epcot, but yet in an alternate, the augmented reality. But no, it's unappealing, and the fact that they charge you and it's unappealing is surprising to me.
Remember how they had the murals where you could submit your photos for Disneyland's 50th, and they were like that big? At least
And-
this, you can walk up and look.
And that was free.
And 50 feet away, they're tiny and 50 feet away. Yeah, I remember.
So,
But yeah.
oh, Mike hasn't given his opinion. Do you like it, Mike?
When I was at Star Wars Celebration in 2019, I recorded a message that's in some kind of memory chip in Galaxy's Edge somewhere. And that was, I guess, free with admission to the convention. But I'm about as interested in this as I was in that, which is not much.
So
Oh, I
the five
saw.
of us with our varied opinions all think this is unappealing at free and crazy at $10. So
Now, in fairness, is it you're paying $10 for this, or that it's included if you get Genie Plus? And so
No,
Genie.
it is $10. It is $9.99 just to do this.
Okay.
Trust me, that was my first message that I sent to somebody we all know, going, "It's $9.99."
$9.99, are you out of your mind? All right,
Yes.
So thumbs down. What is this officially called? Cinderella Castle Mural Experiment?
Sure.
Thumbs down on that. However, a big thumbs up for the Turkey in the Straw at Disney Springs. Jeremiah.
What?
Ha ha ha.
Oh,
Salt
did
and
Tony raise
straw.
something?
Mike.
The Salt and Straw at Disney Springs opened just recently. It is similar to the one in California, a little bit smaller. It does have a line because they encourage you to taste every flavor. And I'm really glad that they did, because there were some of their unique flavors, and they have monthly unique flavors that are created by students. It's a very great idea. The basic flavors, I had the cinnamon snickerdoodle that tastes like I was eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I appreciated
Hey.
that.
This spoon, Jeremiah.
Ant-Man shrunk it.
I think this is the spoon that they give me when I go to Avengers Campus and I order the meal at the Pim place. I think it's the same spoon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is a small metal spoon that they will give you a taste of all the different flavors. So if you get there and the line is out the door, you're waiting for a while.
I did a whole cruise enjoying all the ice cream I could eat just by tastings in the Sugar Rush place, because you actually have to pay for ice cream there, but all the free tastings you want.
Wow. So they've got things like Panther coffee, chocolate tres leche. They've got olive oil, Arbequina olive oil. They've got honey
Ice cream.
lavender. Wow.
The honey
interesting.
lavender is not good in the slightest, by the way.
Sounds gross.
Lavender ice cream. I've had lavender ice cream once in my life, and it was lovely. It was delightful. It was sublime.
Where are the student flavors? I don't see FAFSA fudge or indebted double dipped.
You don't see Top Ramen 5 days in a row up there.
Nope. I do
Now
not.
I know, Mike Celestino. You have a limited availability of food items. Is Salt and Straw a place that you've tried at Disney Springs, or at Downtown Disney? Or
I have
or
not. I've not tried it. It's probably not good for me because of cross contamination.
Okay.
We did have. I went to I think there was some kind of grand opening, I think, and they gave me a coupon That was like $10 off of, and we never used it. So it's somewhere. One day Tori's gonna use it and I'll take a picture.
If Jeremiah and Mac ever get to Salt and Straw together, the ice cream's on me as long as they do a side-by-side video tasting.
Mac, what are you doing tomorrow? We're there.
Um,
No, the honey lavender, it is very overpowering, the lavender. Like, I don't mind lavender at all, but it was very it almost tastes like I was eating a cleaning product.
I
Um,
I am a fan of lavender stuff, so I'm excited with the notion of lavender ice cream. So
Yeah. Gonna have to say Jeremiah's wrong on this one. Kyle even says lavender Earl Grey at Diagon is great.
So, Doobie, what
See,
time
here I thought
tomorrow you
lavender
want
was a
Mac
color
and
this whole
I
time.
at we'll do a live stream tomorrow.
I don't want to live stream it. I want a nice high quality video. Both of you on it, tasting it at the same time and giving your reactions. I can PayPal you the money. Let's get it done.
We can
you
they
don't
have
have to PayPal them. They can just sample. See, sample.
oh no, they have a 4-scoop, like a flight of ice cream that you can choose 4 different scoops on. So we could do
let's
that.
do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. We need more of Jeremiah tasting stuff on camera. I don't care
And
if anyone
Mike
else
Mac.
watches it. It makes me so happy.
And Mike Mac. I like Mike Mac's sampling too, because they have very different palettes. Hey, have we heard any additional information about the Play Pavilion, guys? I haven't.
It is on the map, the updated map that they put out recently, so it is not on hold. It is just they have something bigger, one of the biggest buildings in all of Disney history being built next to it, so they're working on that.
And also, where exactly is Salt and Straw located, Jeremiah?
It is the former Silver shop next to the AMC Theater.
Okay.
That was going to be whatever the ice cream shop that was on the boardwalk that closed.
Which was a great podcast.
Ample Hills.
Yes.
Thank you.
Excellent podcast on Ample Hills and the trials and tribulations, which is completely off topic. All right. Oh, Max says he may or may not already have a Salt and Straw video planned. Oh, never mind. I will save my money.
Mac.
Also at Disney Springs, are they really just now kicking off spring break at Disney Springs, Jeremiah?
Yes, this was a special event sponsored by Javianas that was just this past weekend. So it's a great time to talk about this.
But never mind. I didn't know it was one weekend only.
No, it was a really fun event. Something that hopefully will happen more in the future. We have on our social medias different videos and fun photos of it. And they brought out fun bands. Like for the preview that they had, it was a 70s funk band, but the people that were in it were probably 20, 23, 24. And it was called their Raspberry Pi, and it's Raspberry Pi music on Spotify, on Instagram, on everything. And they were just so much fun. And then Friday night, I heard that they were having a Disney punk cover band, and it was called Amity House. And I haven't gotten a chance to go look up their music, but it was just a small event. It was much like we used to have, like going to Tomorrowland Terrace in the old days, where they'd change out the bands every week. And it was a fun event for everybody just to enjoy some new music. And of course, they were selling some great flip-flops.
And looking at the flip-flops and everything, and the guy looks like he's painting boards. It's almost like a artsy event. I wonder if Disney Springs might be well served by having some kind of a weekend art festival there. Do you think that might work?
Oh, swoon. I missed that.
Festival of the Art.
Who says, oh, swoon?
Tony. That's
Morgan,
just
it's not
Tony's
too
way.
late.
Oh,
That's
swoon.
Tony's way.
Wow.
This is the other thing I wanted to know. Have we heard anything more about that elevated festival area? It looked really picturesque.
That's been removed since around the pandemic time.
Okay.
When they removed the Mary Poppins information, that kind of started floating away. And
Okay,
then
What about
it's
the wall
gone,
statue?
yes, that is Dreamer's Point is still going to happen behind Spaceship Earth.
Why, Tony?
Oh, I was just putting my toys out like Mike.
Okay. I understand now.
Yep.
Who is that?
It's from the short La Luna. I believe he has a name, but I don't know what it is offhand.
That's the pure animation guy. I'm shamed.
Yeah, but you never hear it because there's no dialogue. That's why most Pixar shorts are
swoon.
great.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Duffy. There's a character.
Oh,
And
so
down
Jeremiah.
here we've got. Is that Frankenstein?
Yes.
That is.
Frankie.
No, it's Frankenstein's monster.
Very good, Mike.
Thank you,
Very
Mike.
good, Mike. Very good. And then the best character of all, the one I keep here at work, my Skyliner.
You have a new one to add to that?
I do.
Yes.
That's at home right now. Hopefully that works. Is that an Imperial Walker?
Yes, this is an ATST.
Is he shooting at the nerdy turtle?
I guess so.
And that's the guy from Pinky and the Brain.
Oh,
Am I close? Am I close?
close, because Pinky and the Brain spun off of him, but
Okay. Animaniacs.
there you go.
One of the joys of my life is watching Animaniacs with Tony, except I don't think that ever actually happened. I think I watched it with
Nope,
Ben.
but it should. So,
Never mind.
and I will love you watch the inappropriate humor that can be found.
One final thing before we close out. Hey, look at that timing. It's like we're on the Simpatico. Hong Kong Disneyland has reopened. You may remember back in 2020 when all the theme parks closed. Hong Kong Disneyland was the very first one around the world to reopen. Sadly, it had to close again a while later, but happily, it reopened last week, Wednesday, I believe. Hong Kong Disneyland is back and better than ever.
For now.
Wow, Jeremiah. First you're
No.
pontificating on train crashes, and now you're predicting the demise of theme parks.
No, they are, in the Asian countries, they are starting to go back into lockdown.
They are
so-
open, Jeremiah. Let's be happy. We do not speculate on serious matters here.
Just train crashes.
Yes.
And Tony
That
falling
wasn't a
asleep on
speculation.
the live stream.
Yeah, we saw the train crash. That wasn't speculation. You ever notice Tony's castle was really just Cinderella, the Sleeping Beauty castle with the thing?
Oh yeah, it's Sleeping Beauty Castle with new stuff stacked on top of it.
Okay, yeah. Thanks for ruining that for me. Go ahead,
You're welcome.
Rebecca.
Anytime.
Oh, I was gonna say, and as we begin to wind down here, want to let everybody know that Disneyland and Walt Disney World are preparing for their halfway to Halloween events with some treats coming. So be sure and check out the article on Laughing Place. We're excited for these treats coming in a couple of days to the Disneyland Resort. Yes, Mr. Mike.
I gotta say, I'm a big Halloween guy, and even I think halfway to Halloween is a bridge too far.
But aren't you the guy who like counts down the days to Summer Scream or whatever that thing's called that they do?
I mean, I go to that. I'm not counting down the days.
Mike's saying what we're all thinking.
Oh, sorry. Yep. I was thinking the same thing, but yeah, there you go.
You know what I celebrated a few years ago that wasn't nearly as fun? It's halfway to death.
Do you
Wait,
know that
you're-
though?
You're
Have you
gonna
talked to a
last to be
psychic?
100?
It technically was halfway at best to death. I celebrated at 48. Pretty
Halfway
optimistic
on the
there.
median age to death.
And if you've been having a good time enjoying this insanity, discussing
You
Disney
haven't.
parks, we're not sure why, but go ahead and hit that like button. We've got lots of Disney content and fun coming throughout the rest of this week. I know Mike and I will be talking some Star Wars. On Friday, we've got a new edition of the Drafting Place coming here on this YouTube channel. So be sure and subscribe. You'll be notified when we go live. Follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you up to date on all things Disney and beyond. Let's think. Doobie, anything else before we sign off? I kind of took over hosting duties.
No, you're a much better host than I am. Much more pleasant to look at. You're my favorite person. You're my second favorite person in the entire world. I wanted to take a moment to thank my favorite person in the entire world for
You're
joining us
welcome.
today on this stream, Tony Betty. It is not often you and I get to do a show together, and every time I'm like, I miss this, I love this, and we need to do this more often. So thank you,
Yes.
Tony, so much for your time.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
I feel like the three of us should just close out our cameras now and let you guys.
I
had
know,
his
man. The
bromance for a little
bromance over
while.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, bye guys. See ya. I feel like Mike's getting swamped by his toys.
I'm really getting crowded out of my frame here.
But the Main Street Electrical Parade
they're
tends
so
to
cute.
ruin those great things, don't they?
Wow, goodness, Tony, you're such a downer. I don't know what's a bigger downer, you or the great Germany train wreck of 2022.
Telling you, we need to do an article about it. Those poor people. How will anyone know?
Way forgetting to find out he's number 3, and you're still number 4, top 4, Mac. We could. We can't do an article about it, but I kind of want to. Just put
Save
it into
for
do.
April 1st.
Put it into do, and just see what happens. Don't assign it. Don't
Kyle?
close it. Just see what happens.
Put that photo in, please. And you can quote the reporter on scene.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, I this is my favorite thing.
Are you ready? I'm gonna
Sorry,
use this
Morgan.
to sign off.
Jeez.
Are you ready, Doobie?
She knows her place.
Okay, I'm ready.
Join us for World of Color. May you enjoy a pleasant evening, and always remember to dream